Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. Before we take a look at the market, wanted to ask you if you could leave a honest review on trustpilot.com about us, Elite Currency. We do our best for the members. We're not perfect, but we always try to get the best results possible. So if you like our material, or if you don't, feel free, of course, to add your 2 cents, what you think about us. All right. Euro dollar weekly chart basically had a bullish candle, a bit smaller candle, but enough, I think, for the bulls to push it higher and further up. Last week, Wednesday, we were already bullish, in fact, and that didn't really materialize on Thursday. Friday went sideways, but I still think that was going to happen at the beginning of this week. And I think that it's going to retest the candle highs of 2-3 weeks ago. I think that the candle of 2 weeks ago is still very bearish, so that is something to be concerned about for the bulls. And I think if price gets into this area here, it could find resistance at those weekly highs. So I think that the bulls will push it up, but be very careful of 118, 118.75, 119.25. There are a lot of resistance. There are a lot of candle highs there that found rejection in the past, and they could do that again. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. So for the moment, the bulls, I think, are in control. We got 3 candles here out of 4 clearly bullish. I think that this is an impulse correction like this. And I'm expecting to see price move up. But this could be a very hefty resistance zone, but also because of those weekly candles, as I mentioned. And just a lot of resistance there. All right. So I think that could be a bouncing spot. I don't think 118 will be the level to be worried about. More 118.75 in my view. Let's put a fib on that weekly candle, 78.6 fib, probably 88.6 fib. Maybe it could be a roll at 118.50ish. But anyhow, I think that also a bounce here is likely as price breaks through the 20 EMA. It's going to probably retest the 20 EMA. So a push up and then a bounce to retest the 20 EMA, and then there's the big question mark: what will price do at that 20 EMA? We'll talk about that, I guess, on Wednesday. But yeah, if it bounces, of course, then it's looking bullish. Obviously, if it goes sideways and breaks below it, then we might see a big retracement. So that 21 EMA zone will be very important. And if price bounces above it or breaks below it, will, I think, determine a lot about the next price swing on the euro dollar. All right, 4-hour chart. You can see here how important it is that price was bouncing at the 20 EMA, not breaking below it, and now it's pushing above it. So it seems to me a question of time before price will break above these long-term moving averages. We still have a key level here at 117.50, excuse me, which is a potential head and shoulders level, but I don't think it will play out. But if it does not break this 117.50, then that would be an important info and important pattern, because then it still might make a deeper retracement, either back down to the 20 EMA or even down to WIS 5, for instance. So let's see if we get the break here. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. But to me, I think it's pretty likely that we will get it, because price here is showing impulse. We saw correction here, and now it's breaking up. To me, this is looking like a ABC pattern completed, and we're back in an uptrend. So I suspect that if price makes a dash down here, I suspect a bounce. And what I'm really looking for is a break above 117.50. And if it does do that, then I don't think that price will go below 117 anymore, 116.90 maybe. And I suspect that price will make that dash up to 118.70. Let's put a fib from here to here. And we see targets, minus 61.8 targets. So then I think that we might see something like this up to that target, and then we'll see a bearish bounce. That's what I'm expecting on the euro dollar. Pound USD, also bullish candle, weekly candle. Even stronger candle in relationship to the week before than the euro dollar. So bulls probably a tad stronger here. Kind of the same daily outlook, up, sideways. And I think that we're looking at a potential breakout here to retest, at the least, I would say, the head and shoulders level on the left here, 131.60, 132.60. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Same pattern as the euro dollar, basically. Up, sideways, and every time price basically making a dip, it's finding buyers. Finding buyers here, and here, and here 3 times in a row. So I think that at this moment the bulls hesitating, but soon I think we'll see a breakout above the well, we're actually already breaking above the long-term moving average, but we'll see that breakout. It's already above the head and shoulders level, in fact, and trying to push above these fractals. I think it's very, very likely now to push because it's already above the 21 EMA and looking for that breakout above here to 130, then 130.50, and then probably into 131.60 and with 7 there. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. And yeah, this formation looking bullish indeed. So we might, of course, always see some kind of retracement in the London Open, first few hours of London, specifically at the beginning of the week, beginning of the day. So if it does make a dip down, I think that could be a good bouncing spot here at 129.10-ish, if it does do that. Or if it breaks above this 129.60, we might see an immediate breakout as well, with a potential retracement spot at 130. So we might make a break, retrace at 130, and then continue later on this week, maybe beginning tomorrow, up to those higher targets. That's what I suspect could happen. But if it does make a retracement, 129.10-ish looks good. And I don't think it should break below 128.50. If it does retrace, I think 129 will hold, but otherwise 128.75 will hold. And this channel will hold, and price will make that breakout to the upside within this bullish channel up into those targets. Put a fib on this swing, and to see the retracement fibs, and 130.80, 130, 131.75 are key fib levels, and of course we got to keep an eye on those, because those could be bearish bouncing spots because of that fib. All right. That's it. Thanks so much for joining. We got a lot of webinars coming up, by the way, later today and tomorrow, 5 webinars in total. We have, for instance, London Open Advanced EA, Rush EA coming up. Those are new automated trading systems. But we also have Wave Trading webinar, and then it's also his own webinar, his usual weekly trading ideas, and automated trading briefings. Those are the regular weekly webinars. So yeah, those are coming up as usual, but the extra webinars on LOA, EA, and the Rush EA. So a lot of webinars this week. Hope to see you then and there. And of course, good trading. Cheers. Bye-bye.